Captain, they're firing at us. All the world's a stage, and even the skies are a backdrop.
She must have clockwork ears to go with those clockwork legs of hers.
Now, where are those footholds? Whoa, whoa!
Peter!
Yes, Captain.
Peter, load the aft cannons. Aim for the Persephone's balloons.
But, Captain...
Yesenia, you devil in woman's clothing! You wily temptress! You villainess! I'll never surrender to you!
You'll never take them. I'm going to solve this code.
Are you too afraid to hit a girl?
You're lying. You didn't know my parents.
Kid, Catherine.
Stay away from me.
Where will the adventures of the Morrigan crew take them? Who knows? We're not fortune tellers. That is a story for another book. These have been the spectacular tales of the extraordinary airship Morrigan. This is Avery Ames, signing out.
Well, at any rate, I'm sure we're not going to see those guys for a while, especially since we're headed on vacation to the Caribbean.
Aren't there pirates in the Caribbean?
Good point. Maybe then we'll head to AnomalyCon. It's the largest gathering of scientists, inventors, and crazy people this side of the Rocky Mountains.
Go do it right now. Wire AnomalyCon.com and register the entire Morgan crew. You need to do it before the end of the year, otherwise the rates go up. And you know the Morgan has a tight budget.
Why isn't this deck spotless yet?
Captain, you just don't understand.
Anyway, a really long time ago, back when the Colorado Steampunks only had about 150 members or so, a friend of mine named Max, who is not in the room, but he is here, so you can find him. He's got a big bushy beard, he's working on the prop building stuff downstairs. He sent me a message and he says, I think Colorado needs a mad science fair. And I was like, that sounds like a cool idea, let's plan it. And he's like, really, I'd like you to plan it. And I'm like, okay, fine, then I'll plan it. We'll do that Denver Mad Science Fair. So I start kind of getting things together and figuring out if we can like rent a Arapahoe County Fairgrounds and all this stuff. And then suddenly my friend Jason Cordova, who was the co-founder of the Colorado Steampunks with me, he starts this mad science fair called the Denver Mad Science Fair at Metro, which is like fringe, weird mad science, not like steampunk mad science, but actual like cows and stuff mad science. And I was like, dude, you stole my name. So since he stole the name of that event, I decided, well, we need a full-blown convention, because obviously this isn't working. And so I'm driving down the street, and it comes to me, we're going to call it AnomalyCon. I don't know why that popped in my head, it doesn't matter. probably obsessed with anomalies in Star Trek.
Energy of a photon is the Planck constant, which is just named after some dead guy, times the frequency. And basically what I just want to say is that like, the energy is proportional to the frequency, and so photons that are more red have lower energy, photons that are more purple have higher energy. So when I'm talking about the energy spacing between the two levels of an atom, basically the frequency, the color of that photon that corresponds to that is the frequency of the atom.
Yeah. What would you say is the best way to fight off killer AI robots?
Bachelor number 3, if you were an AI fighter, what would you be? I don't think we're gonna have killer AI robots. I'm way more worried. You know what I'm worried about is like not AIs, because I used to be in AI. It was one of the 4 university programs I dropped out of. I think that like, mostly when we talk about AI, when we think about AI, we think about like kind of the HAL 9000, you know, world. And I think that like building a computer that thinks like a human is like building an airplane that flies like a bird. I mean, it's a novelty, but ultimately we have a lot of incredibly cheap computers that think like humans, right? And we can make them for free.
I'm trying to remember what it was. It was a couple years ago, and we had a physics major who did it, and then spent the rest of the hour and a half that we had figuring out the physics of what the surface area was of each of the different kinds of cookies. And honestly, when she started talking about that, my brain just kind of went la 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 la. So on my signal, jump to the left. Some kind of hopping. Excellent, that'll work. I will count it. I'll take it. And then a step to the right. There we go. Put your hands on your hips, the hand that is not holding your cookie. Sorry, you can't hold underneath it now. And pull your knees in tight if they're not already, since you guys are cautious. But it's the pelvic thrust. Tribesmen say, I want to see. For fairness, what I want to see is I want to see a full pelvic rotation. Doesn't need to be thrusting, just needs to be a full pelvic rotation. Excellent! He said this before.
Guys! You don't have to be a billionaire philanthropist playboy to go to AnomalyCon.
Put these around the convention. You like artists, right?
Yeah.
We have lots of room in the art room for volunteers, vendors, science, lots of science. So, volunteer for AnomalyCon 2014 today, March 28th through the 30th.
It's as easy as going to AnomalyCon.com.
Wow. Hey Aubrey, what are you doing?
It's a very useful skill for world domination.
That's right. And check out his photos.
We swore a weaver God, I will weave every part. Roses, daisies, lilies, I mix the egg on time. Our love presented to my love when he returns from sunshine. My love, because I know my love
around a while, you may or may not know this, but a lot of people find me because they can recognize my hair and not necessarily because they're paying attention to, like, me. So I solved that problem, and you guys are gonna have to memorize my face. So, it turns out, that weighs a lot. Ooh, I hadn't had it for a couple of weeks, and I put it back on my head and went, man, my neck is killing me. AnomalyCon is built on a lot of interesting concepts, but one of them is that we didn't want to be, I see a lot of cool steampunk and costumes and stuff, but we didn't just want to be a steampunk con, we didn't want to be another science fiction convention. We wanted to change the way that people look at science fiction conventions. And more as we hear the stories about stuff going on in the world and all the fraud that's going on at other conventions and stuff, we really want to build a place that's not only safe for the community, but that respects the diversity in the community and builds on that diversity. Because it is ridiculous that a bunch of science fiction cons are just a bunch of white kids. And so we wanted to fix that problem, and we're working on it. But with that in mind, we also wanted to focus on authors and artists who are creating stuff so that more people can see themselves between the pages. Because not only every kid, but every adult deserves to see the world both through windows and through mirrors. how many of you guys pre-registered this year? Most of you, wonderful. All right, how many of you, this is your first year at AnomalyCon? Also a pretty good number. Shut up, Jazz, shut up. Okay, how many of you, this is your second year at AnomalyCon? Keep your hands up if you've been here 3 years or more. 4? All 5 before this year? All right, you guys, give yourselves a hand because you're the reason we keep going.
Sorry, this is my first AnomalyCon, and I've been to cons before, but none has had this flavor. Like, and in terms of like, just the size, the content, it feels very welcoming. My personal favorite part of the convention though is I met Kat online, I think in like 2011. And this is the first time I've met her in person. And I'm really glad that this is a place that can happen. So thank you. Thanks.
So I've been coming to AnomalyCon since the first one. First one I was pregnant with the Lego winner. And the second one, she wasn't even quite a year old. Some friends and we were talking about the Victorian, and I was talking about Sherlock Holmes and how much I knew about Sherlock Holmes and Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. And at that point, my friends were like, well, you really need to start doing some panels on that. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I should. And I have done panels. At that moment, you know, that second AnomalyCon inspired me to do panels on Sherlock Holmes. The only problem is I have yet to do one here. And I'm hoping to maybe change that next year. But I wanted to thank you for inspiring me to be able to talk about a character that I've loved for a very long time.
Also, email me. Don't expect me to remember this conversation, okay?
Our anniversary from San Diego. So we go to cons a lot, we grand cons a lot, but I have to say that I've never found a convention that's as home feeling as this is. We're not from Colorado. We've never been to Colorado. This is our first time. We've been to the ER this week, or just this weekend. We've both been sick. We've had all sorts of issues, and our schedule pretty much got completely out of whack. The one thing that we found that was the most difficult with this con was figuring out what to go to, because there's so many things that are going on at the same time, and I've never seen these kind of panels at any other convention anywhere, which I thought was phenomenal. I do have to say that hands down, this is by far one of the best cons I've probably ever been to. And I hope to love it.
I always meet people that I know, and always go home with more friends. And last night, I'm sitting at home, or sitting in my room, and I'm like looking at all this stuff that I have to pack, and I'm like, I'm gonna pack it now. And so I packed it outside, and it's freezing. And so I came inside and I went to the bar, and I met 2 people, and one of them was epileptic, and so am I. And so we ended up talking forever, talking about what we've gone through, what we go through, what we, the medicines and stuff like that. And when I went upstairs, I always think that it shouldn't even be AnomalyCon, it should be Anomaly family. That's when I get home. I always feel bad when I go home because it's over. So that's how I feel.
Well, they do kick us out eventually. The hotel likes to, get their space back. So we feel the same way. One of the things that I appreciate about this is when I tell you guys that we want to expand and we want to grow and we want to make things better and we want to improve stuff not just for, your typical default description, cis, white, abled, male, geek, but we also want to make things better for everybody, especially since, for heaven's sake, look around you guys. My audience is like 65% female or female identified. And that is completely unique for a science fiction convention. It doesn't exist. We do those things because of inclusion. And because we want to be the kind of event that people can come to for a long time and people can grow and people can do cool things.
And because obviously I'm never getting wealthy on this thing. I don't get paid, FYI. I'm making cracks about that, but I don't get paid. None of my people do. They live literally off of your praise and my meatball subs. And sometimes a turkey sandwich. Also there's peanut butter, but they never eat that. Hopefully we'll see you all next year. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Be safe. We brought you some custom sunshine weather to close the night. And get out of here.